Hey, welcome back to the Mower Medic 1. Today we're the Kia Spectra one. I've got about a 08 Kia Spectra that came in a little bit back, and I went ahead and diagnosed it. The air conditioner belt has broken and has gotten caught all in behind the harmonic balancer. I'm hoping we don't have to go and replace the timing belt cover. To get this splash shield off, we've got one 10mm bolt here and then one 10mm bolt here. Just get them taken off. Boy, that alternator belt don't look too healthy right now. But I told them about it and they didn't want to replace it, so that's not my monkey if it breaks and breaks down on the freeway. But to get this belt loose, which really needs to be replaced, but I'm gonna have to take it off to get that pulley off. When you come over here to the alternator, you can see the tensioner right there. Break that 12mm bolt loose, and then there's a 12mm screw here. Get your ratchet wrench right there and loosen off on that tensioner, and we can get that belt off. Once you loosen it up, you can see the fresh paint right here. That's how far I've slid the alternator forward. That's about all you need to do. Once you get the alternator slid forward, we can take the belt off from this angle. Matter of fact, I'm just going to let it dangle. I don't have to take it off all the way to get to that bolt right there. What are you doing, cowboy? Come here. Fixing to scare him with this impact wrench. It's a 22mm. Just go ahead and take it off. These are not very hard to get off. Usually these pulleys will just come right off on these Kias, and well, what's that other Korean maker? It has the same thing. Yeah, it's loose. Here it comes. And it's gonna need a timing cover. Dadgummit, I was hoping it wasn't gonna have to. Take the dirt shield off. Oh yeah, all around here. See that? When that belt got wrapped around in there, it ate that out. Crap. But here's a good inspection view of the timing belt. I don't know how many miles are on this car, but it's probably going to be a good idea to replace that pretty soon too. You don't want to let the timing belt break on this engine, because it is an interference motor and you will bend some valves. I did a little 1.6 on a Hyundai. That's what I was thinking of. Hyundai, 1.6 liter Hyundai, that the timing belt broke, and it had to have some valve work done because the valves came into contact with the piston. But other than that, it'll be good to go. Maybe we can just get some AC going for her and she'll be a happy camper. You're probably asking yourself, well, why did the belt break? Well, that was the first thing that came to my mind, but the only thing that I can figure, it's just because it's cracked and it's just ready to rock and roll. I mean, this belt needs to be replaced. I'm thinking about calling him, telling him to bring me a belt. I'm going to do that right now before I get too deep into this. But here's the air conditioner pulley. As you can tell, it doesn't have a whole lot of noise, so we're not going to replace that idler. And how I diagnosed this, I spun the air conditioner pulley and it was free, and then I had my helper go in there and turn the key on and turn the air conditioner on so it would engage the clutch, and then I spun the whole assembly and made sure the clutch wasn't, or the compressor wasn't locked up. Your air conditioner compressor idler pulley works the same way. To get it loose, we're going to crack this nut loose here. It's a 14, and then the adjustment nut here is a 12. To get this pulley to loosen, you're going to turn the bolt to the left. I like to back them off as far as they'll go. Feel behind there so you don't lose your threads. You don't want to back it off too far because you'll lose the adjuster nut off the back side, because it's just encapsulated back there. That should be far enough. I only got just a little bit to go. I'm just going to go until it backs, excuse me, until it, there it goes, it bottoms out right there. You can see how much slack I took out of it. I'm going to feed the new belt down through the top of the motor. Let it just lay on the compressor right there. You can see that. So when we get down here, the belt's almost already in place. Just slide it over your harmonic balancer. Like that. And that belt's going to go in behind it, and it's already fell off of my compressor up there, so I'll have to snake it up through the top again. And there ain't no way I can do this and show you one-handed, and a tripod's not going to do me any good either. Compressor belt's on. I got it routed around harmonic, and then it goes right here behind this idler pulley. Here's a little trick to you so you'll know. If your idler pulley doesn't have any grooves, then you know it's going to go on the back side of the belt. If your idler pulley has grooves, then it'll go on the groove side of the belt. So to get this tight, start tightening this up, we're going to tighten this 12mm bolt. And it should start tightening her up right there. What you want to do is you want to find the longest part of the belt that's not touching pulleys, and you want about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch deflection of the belt, which means when the belt is tight you can only push it in about 3/8 of an inch. This is belt deflection. You don't want the belt to be too tight because you'll wear out bearings. You don't want it to be too loose because it's going to slip and squeal. But you just want to tighten the belts to where they have, like I said, about a 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch deflection right in the long part of the belt. This one's good. Well, good news. I was able to talk my customer into getting a new alternator belt. So much better. I feel much better about that. So we'll go ahead and get this splash shield put back on, and we'll get the alternator belt tightened up. Mount your wheel back on. Looks like they need some tires too. Just tighten up the adjusting bolt here. About where I was. Check your tension on your belt. That feels good right there. It's about a 1/2 inch. So we're going to go just a little bit tighter not much. That's probably it right there. Check it again. Mucho good. Take this bolt right here and tighten it up. I'm going to see if I can do it with my ratchet wrench instead of a socket, but I may not have enough room. I love ratchet wrenches. Gear wrench, I guess, was the first people that come out with these. This set I've got's from Cornwell. I'd like to know the history on these. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Every manufacturer of wrench has this now. Even Harbor Freight has a set of these. I don't know how good they are. So it's good to go. Got the alternator belt on, got the AC belt on. Let's finish tightening up the wheel, let it down, and we'll test and see if the AC is putting out cool air. Go ahead and start it. Just check, make sure there's no abnormal noises, make sure your belts aren't rubbing on anything. Let me go get my thermometer and we'll see how well the air conditioner is putting out. I don't pay no mind to my old dirty truck. Gonna get a little wind noise from the air coming through the vent, but I just want to show you. Green spot here. That's where it should be. This thing will put out about 40 degrees at idle. It'll do some cooling when it's going down the freeway. If y'all have any questions about how to replace belts on an automobile, let me know. More Medic 1, or in this case, Kia Spectra Medic 1. Have a great day.
Hello?
Hey, I just want to let you know I got your car done.
I'll come and get it pretty soon.
Okay, we're here.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Bye.